Hey guys, it's Jess. So today is day 4 of Plastic Free July. Now, when we decided to live a more sustainable lifestyle and aim towards zero waste, I started auditing our landfill bin. Basically, I grabbed a piece of paper, I popped it on the top of my bench where my bin was, and every time we put something in the bin, I wrote it down. Now, at the end of 7 days, I tallied up what went into our bin and I categorized it from most to least, and I picked the top 5 biggest contributors to our landfill bin. Now, at the time, we had a 6-month-old and a 2.5-year-old. So as you can imagine, our biggest contributor to our landfill bin were disposable nappies. Now, just to give you a few little stats, a baby will go through anywhere between 5,000 and 8,000 nappies within their lifetime, from newborn until toddler stage. So Australians are sending around 5.6 million nappies to landfill every single day. And it's approximately around 2 billion nappies every single year just contributed to landfill by Australians. So once I found out about these statistics and how many nappies were going into our landfill bin every single week, I decided to give cloth nappies a go. Now, I was in cloth as a baby. I was in the white terry toweling like a lot of people were back in the 80s and earlier, obviously. Now, cloth nappies are modernized. They have pretty patterns and they're very user-friendly. Now, for me, I wanted a very simplistic approach. I didn't want 20 to 30 to 100 nappies. So after going through maybe 3 or 4 different brands, I found a brand that really worked for my children, and that's Bear and Boho. So as I mentioned, Bear and Boho have a very simplistic approach. These are what are called covers. Now, I have 6 of these covers for my daughter, and she's been wearing these from about 8 months of age, and she is nearly 2. Now, 6 of these covers, on the inside you can see they are a PUL lining. So they are waterproof and they actually wipe clean. So I only need to use 1, possibly 2 of these in a day. Now, in here slips an insert which is made out of hemp, so beautifully sustainable material, clips into the top like so, and clips into the bottom. This is how easy it is, and there you have your nappy, and this closes up. So this nappy is a fit from about 3 months right up until toilet training. So I never need to buy any other nappies. They have your snap risers here, so you can make them smaller or you can make them bigger. And they also, my favorite part of this nappy is they have a double gusset on the leg. So I've never ever had any poo explosions, thank God. Now, this really simplistic approach, this basket sits underneath my daughter's change table. There's 20 of the hemp inserts and 6 of the covers that simply sit on top. So that is it for her nappies. Really, really simple, very user-friendly, and I have 20 inserts and 6 covers, and that allows me to wash every 2nd to 3rd day with my daughter, who goes through around about 5 to 6 nappies per day. When I first started the kids in cloth nappies, I bought all secondhand just from a buy and sell cloth nappy Facebook page, just to try out what I liked and what I didn't like. I did decide that I wanted to go for a simplistic approach, more sustainable fabrics. So I sold that lot and I went with Bear and Boho, which I will on sell once I finished it with these nappies with my children. Now, if you didn't want to go down the cloth nappy route, I've got 5 tips for you which will help to reduce your impact on the environment if using disposable nappies. Tip number 1 is to flush the poo from the nappy down the toilet. Obviously, if the poo ends up in the nappy in landfill, it's a huge hygiene issue which can create diseases within landfill. The Australian Nappy Association says it takes around 500 years for a nappy to break down because a lot of the nappy is made out of petrochemicals. Now, tip number 2 is to ditch the single-use plastic nappy bags and go for something as easy as a newspaper. So grab yourself some newspaper, wrap the nappy in it, and then put it into your landfill bin. Tip number 3 is to try a more environmentally friendly nappy. If we're using disposable nappies, if we're on the road, or if I have not done the washing for 3 or 4 days, then the nappies that we use that are disposable are called Naty, N-A-T-Y, Naty disposable nappies, and they are available in most Coles and Woolies around Australia. Tip number 4, if you don't feel confident in doing full-time nappies, then try half-half. Either do reusable nappies at night time and disposable nappies during the day, or if you're feeling even more confident, do your reusable nappies during the day and do a disposable nappy at night time. Any nappy that you swap out for a reusable is one less disposable nappy into landfill, so it all helps. And tip number 5 is to try cloth wipes, even if you're doing disposable nappies. So the cloth wipes, I just grab some towels out of the cupboard, chop them up, overlocked around the outside just so they didn't fray in the wash, and I use cloth wipes instead of disposable wipes. So that's it guys for day number 4 of Plastic Free July. I know this won't apply to everyone, but for those with young children, I hope I have inspired you in some way. One of my top 5 tips to reducing your landfill waste when it comes to disposable nappies. Thanks guys, and see you tomorrow for day 5 of Plastic Free July.